are changing the polarities, then it will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. Am I clear? Am I clear with this concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now come back to the working. So we'll see. We are just we are just controlling the armature. Okay. So the small dot whatever I have written in the diagram, that small dot I have maximized and I have written here. Okay, this is the armature, and as I have told, it has a two terminals. This is one terminal, and this is another terminal. Okay, now you are connecting these two terminals to P011 and P08. So you know there are two ports, that is a port 0 and port 1. Yes or no? You know, right? This there are two ports, that is port 0 and port 1. And in the port 0, and you are making use of a 48 pins. All those things we have already discussed in the previous session, right? I don't want to touch that. Now in the port 0, you are using P0.8 and P0.11. It means that this terminal is connected to P0.8 and this terminal is connected to P0.11. And you may ask why you have to connect only for P0.8 and P0.11. Because in the kit, whatever the kit they have provided, right? So for that kit, they have connected this DC motor only to these pins itself. Since they have used only P0.8 and P0.11, you have to write the program based on those ports only. So how you will get to know this P0.8 and P0.11 is, again there is a schematic diagram you can observe in the manual. Okay, in the manual I have already given the schematic. You will get to know how the armature is being connected. So instead of going to that huge schematic, I have just minimized, and I'm telling that one terminal is connected to P0.8 and another terminal is connected to P0.11. Okay, now so now if you want to make the DC motor to rotate in a clockwise direction, then what you will do, you have to pass you have to give the polarity as plus and minus, right? You have to give the polarity as plus and minus. So that's why I have written 1 and 0. If you see the table there, P0.11 is given as positive and P0.8 is given as 0. It means that 0 I'm considering it as negative and 1 I'm considering it as positive. So if you are giving 1 to P0.11 and 0 to P0.8, it rotates in a clockwise direction. Now, if you are giving 0, 0 for both the terminals, then what it will happen? The motor will not be rotated, it will be switched off. Okay, and in the similar way, if you are giving negative, if you are giving the polarities like 0 and 1, if you are giving 0, if you are giving negative for P0.11 and if you are giving P1 positive to P0.8, then the motor rotates in the anti-clockwise direction. Am I clear with this table? Am I clear
Yes,
with this
sir.
Yes,
table?
sir.
Okay, fine. Shall I go to the next page?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now here the DC motor speed cannot be controlled. It just can be turned on and it can be turned off. Because the DC motor is already you cannot control the speed. So it is already fixed. For example, the DC motor may work for 600 rotation per minute or 1200 rotation per minute. So it depends upon the DC motor, that whatever you are choosing. So how you are controlling is, either you can make the DC motor to rotate in a clockwise, or you can make the DC motor to rotate in the anti-clockwise. So it is not possible for you to make the you cannot control the speed. Are you understanding? You are not able to control the speed. You are able to control only to whether the DC motor can be rotated in a clockwise or it can be rotated in a anti-clockwise. That is the only thing, or that is the only controlling that you are doing. Okay, so that's why the sentence I have written there. Now the program, or what the question it is there in the syllabus is, write an embedded C program to interface and control the DC motor. So now you have to interface the DC motor to your ARM processor. It means that you have to connect the DC motor. If you want to connect it and if you want to control the DC motor, how the steps that you are following. So that steps you have to write it by making use of the C language. Okay, so this is the C language that I have written. So first is what? Hash include LPC2148x.h. You are using the LPC2148, right? So therefore I'm considering that LPC2148x.h. Next, void clockwise and void anti-clockwise. In the bracket again you have written the void. It means that you are writing the logic for clockwise and anti-clockwise separately. You are calling this function whenever it is required. Okay, and why you have written in the bracket void means you are not taking any return value from the function. Since you are not passing any arguments and since you are not taking any return value from the function, you have to write it as void. Okay, I have written the sentence.
ආදි චෙන්න මිතයිදනේ.
Okay, see there. See the first line there. Void clockwise. Void means indicates the compiler that user defined function does not return any values. Okay, it will not be returning any values. See, don't look into the next steps and all. You will not understand. Just read out the sentence that whatever I have written for void clockwise and void anti-clockwise. So what is that? It indicates the compiler that user defined function. That is a user defined function, right? Clockwise and anti-clockwise is the user defined function, and it does not return any values. It just executes the line that whatever you have written, it will not be sending any of the return values from the function. That is the meaning of it. So that's why I have written void there. Now come back to the program, and again I have written unsigned int j. I am considering the integer that is j, and I am initializing it to 0, and that is a global variable I am considering. So you can use it in the main program, or you can use that j in the functions that whatever you have declared. Am I clear with these three things? Am I clear with these three parts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, you are starting with the main program. In the main program, the pin select 0, you are making it as 0. So why you are making the pin select as 0? What is the use of it? I have told well before that you have to be clear with the concepts of pin select, clear register, set register, and also the direction register. So these 4 registers I have already explained. Now, why you are using the pin select register? Can anyone tell? So, okay, fine. So the pin select register is used in order to make the ports to work either in the general purpose or in the receiver or in the transmitter or in the external input. So what I have told for you, in almost all the programs except for UART, I think, except for the UART program, in almost all the programs you are making the ports to work in the general purpose input output only. Okay, that's why I made it as 0. Okay, coming to the pin select 0. So how this pin select 0, why I am considering pin select 0, why not pin select 1 and why not pin select 2? Why I am considering pin select 0? Because you are dealing with the pins, that is pin 0.8 and P0.11, right? If you have seen this, table, you are just controlling or you are just using P0.8 and P0.11. So therefore obviously you have to make use of pin select 0 only. So pin select 0 is responsible to control pin port number 0 to port number P0.14, right? P0.0 to P0.15. Okay, so this much pins are being controlled by pin select 0. So therefore I am considering the pin select 0 register. Okay, now if you see this diagram, if you see this whatever I have written, so we are interested to make P0.8 and P0.11. So whatever I have written in this, I have encircled, right? That is P0.8 and P0.11 I have encircled, no? So I hope that how this pin select 0 will work. So this you have loaded into zeros, all you have loaded into zeros. So you this is written in the hexadecimal. If I am writing in the binary numbers, so this is how it will look like. That elaboration also I have written. Okay, the first 2 zeros tells that it will be making that P0.1 to operate in the general purpose input output mode, and again next 2 zeros indicates the P0.2 to work in the general purpose input output, and the next 2 zeros indicates that it will make the P0.3 to work in the general purpose input output. So like that you are making from P0.1 to P0.1 to P0, sorry, not P0.1, it starts from P0. It starts from P0.0. Okay, P0.0 to P0.15. You are making all, that is from P0.0 to P0.15, you are making all as general purpose input output. But we are interested to make only P0.8 and P0.11. Okay, But why I'm making all ports as zeros? I mean, why I'm making all the ports to work in the general purpose input output? It is easy. Instead of checking which is the 8th port and which is the 11th port, it is easy for me if I'm making all the ports to work in the general purpose input output. Anyway, I'm not using all other pins. It is left to the user. You can just make the 8th pin, and also you can also make the 11th pin as to work in the general purpose input output. So for the easy purpose, I'm just writing it as 0 and I'm making all the ports to work in the general purpose input output. Is it clear? According to the program, you can just make only P0.8 and P0.11 to work in the general purpose input output. But for the easy purpose, instead of looking where the 8th port will come, where the 11th port will come, in order to make myself make the work very easy, I'm writing zeros for complete ports. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, coming back to the program, so that's why is loaded with zeros. Then IO0 DIR. So if you see IO0 DIR, I'm loading 900 there. Why I have to load it as 900? So if you elaborate that, if I'm converting that hexadecimal number to the binary number, you can see here I have written that also. The elaboration form I have written that also. 9. If I'm writing or if I'm loading it as 900, you are making 8th bit and 11th bit as 1. You are making 8th bit and 11th bit. You can elaborate it
ಇರು ನಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ.
and you can check it out. So, but I have shown only the 8th bit and 11th. So, if I am making the 8th bit and 11th bit, then what it will happen? You are making it to work as an output pin. So, I have written here 0 means input, 1 means output. So, since I have written 8 for 8th position and for the 11th position, I have written as 1, it will be working as output. So, what is meant by output? This is also I have explained in the previous class. So I have written that also sending the data from the microcontroller to the external device means the port should be made as output. So taking the data from the external device to the microcontroller means you have to make those ports as input. So now you are passing the data to the external device, that is a DC motor. You are controlling, right? So the microcontroller is controlling. So therefore you have to make that 8th bit and the 11th bit as 8th bit and 11th bit as output. So first what I have did, I have made those bits as general purpose input output. Now you have to decide the direction, whether it should be input or whether it should be output. Input means you have to make it as 0, output means you have to make it as 1. Since the microcontroller is passing the data, since the microcontroller is controlling the DC motor, you have to make those ports as output. You should not make it as input. So therefore I am passing 900 there. Okay, see all the if you are not understanding all these things, then you have to add what I have to pass it into pin select, what I have to pass it into DIR. Okay, it is impossible to add, so try to understand the concept. Am I clear why you are passing 900 into IO0 DIR?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
For each and every step I'm asking, if you are having any doubts, then and there itself you get it clarified. Otherwise, if in between in the program, if you are asking the documents, then again I have to correlate from the beginning. Okay. So if you have understood these two lines, it means that you are making all the ports, that is from P0.0 to P0.15, you are making it as general purpose input output. Okay. Next, you are making only the 8th bit and 11th bit to work in the output port. Okay, because only those ports are being used in order to connect the terminals of an armature, and you are making that as an output port. Okay, if you are making it as an output port, then only the microcontroller will be able to control it. Okay, next, so while one, so why I think still 20 minutes is there. If in case if I'm not able to complete this program within 9-10 minutes, you have to log in once again. Okay, it will take around 15 to 20 minutes, I hope. Okay, so while one means you're making the condition to be true always, so it will directly enter into the loop. Now I'm calling the clockwise. Function. We'll discuss how this clockwise function will work later on. So first I'm calling the clockwise. So therefore the microprocessor will make the motor to work in the clockwise direction. Okay, then I'm giving a small delay. Okay, this is a delay. So if you can see that for j is equals to 0, j is less than 1 lakh, j plus plus. So even though I am giving 1 lakh, there will be a very small amount of the delay. And you can see there I have written the semicolon at the last. It means that the for loop will be executed for 1 lakh time. Okay, it will be executed for 1 lakh time. Even if I'm giving that even I'm giving so much of amount of a number that is 1 lakh, the delay will be very less because the clock cycles will be working because the clock cycles will be running so fastly. So therefore the number that whatever I'm considered is very large, but the delay will be very small only. Okay, after the execution of the clockwise, I'm introducing a small delay. So why you have to introduce a small delay? Because you should get to know when it is rotating in the anti-clockwise and when it is rotating in the clockwise. So first time rotating in the clockwise, then I'll make the motor to wait for a small delay, then I will make the motor to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. So therefore I'm again calling the anti-clockwise function. So the motor will be rotated in the anti-clockwise direction. Again I'm giving a small delay. So this is the two delays I have done, and the number that I have passed is 1 lakh. You can, if you want to reduce the delay, you can reduce that number 1 lakh to 50,000 or 60,000. You can do it, but it is left to the user. Okay, the delay program is not compulsory to use the same number. You can use anything. Have you understood the main program? Shall I go to the clockwise and anti-clockwise function? That is very important. I think the main program is very easy. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is the functions that I have written in the clockwise and anti-clockwise. So first what I have to do, IO0 clear. So now you are using the clear register. So clear register, why you have to use this? You are making which bit as clear? If you are passing 900, if you see here, you first see this one. So I have passing 900. If I am passing 900, 8th bit and the 11th bit you are making it as high. So it means that you are clearing the 8th bit and 11th bit. If you are clearing 8th bit and 11th bit, what it will happen? Go back to the table and try to recall. If you are making both the terminals of the armature as 0, what the stepper motor will be in? The stepper motor will be
Off.
Off, sir.
what?
It will turn off, sir.
Yes, if you are making, if you are clearing the 8th pin and the 11th pin, it means that if you are connecting 0 to both the terminals of the armature, then the DC motor will be turned off. Okay. Now you have to ask the question why I am turning off in the clockwise function. So why I am turning off is initially itself I cannot start with the clockwise rotation. First I will make the stepper motor to be in a off condition. Okay. Then I will create a small delay. Then I will make the stepper motor to rotate in the clockwise direction. So that is what the 3 lines I have written in the function. So first what I have did, I have made the stepper to motor to rotate in the first I am making the DC motor to be in the off position. Then I am writing the for loop and I am creating a very small delay. So if you compare the previous delay, that was to 1 lakh. Now I am considering this is little bit more. I am considering 4 lakh. Okay, I am creating a small delay, and again I am setting that is 800. So you can see this one now. It is 800. 800 means what? The 11th pin you are making it as high, and the 8th pin you are making it as low. If you are making one armature, if you are making one terminal of the armature positive and another terminal of the armature 0 means, so negative means the DC motor will rotate in the clockwise direction, right? Have you understood these 3 lines? Why I am giving 800, why I am giving 900?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And be clear why I am using clear and set. Clear means you have to clear the 11th pin and 8th pin. If you are clearing that, then the stepper motor, then the DC motor, it is coming as a stepper motor only, then you are turning off the DC motor. Then I am giving a delay, then I am setting the
ഇത് ആദ്യം
11th
इन क्लास से उनको बारे
pins and I am
हाँ
resetting the 8th pin. So therefore it will rotate in the clockwise direction. Now coming back to the anti-clockwise direction. So first what I am doing, here also I am making the DC motor to be in the off position first. So that's why I am passing 900 to clear, IO0 clear, I am passing 900. Then again I am writing a small delay. Okay, then if you see this, I was said I'm passing 100. Why I am passing 100? Again, the elaboration is given here. The 8th bit, the 8th pin I'm making it as 1, and the 11th pin I'm making it as 0. Okay, it means that it means that 11th pin I'm making it as 0. Okay, 11th pin I'm making it as 0, and 8th pin I'm making it as 1. So that's what I have written in the program also. Okay, see here. So 11th pin I'm making it as 0, and 8th pin I'm making it as high. So that's why I'm passing 100 here. Am I clear? Why 900 and why 100 here, and why 900 and 800 here? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Is the program understood for you? So first write down the main program, then write down this functions, that whatever it has been called. You can write it in the, it will be very easy if you are using the functions. If you are not interested to write the functions, you can directly write this sentences. I hope you know how to write the C language, right? So it is better, and it is very easy if you are writing in this form. Okay. You have any doubts? If you have any doubts, I'll just clear here itself before going to the next one. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Very briefly, I'll explain once again. Okay, so this is the DC motor. So in the DC motor, you can see the construction there. There are two poles, that is the two magnetic poles, North Pole and South Pole. So between these magnetic poles, there is an armature, and above the armature and below the armature also, you can see the magnets in the circular form I have written. Now, if you want to make the DC motor to rotate in the clockwise direction, you have to give positive to one terminal and negative to another terminal. So therefore, due to the rippling and due to the polarities that you have given, the motor will be rotated in the clockwise direction. And if you are changing the polarity, then it will be rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. Then the armature, only the armature working we will see now, because the DC motor will rotate based on the armature working itself. Now, as you can see there, the armature has a two terminals, that is one terminal is connected to P0.11 and another terminal is connected to P0.8, and it is fixed. Okay, because in the arcades they have used this port pins only, so therefore it is fixed. Okay, now if you want to make the motor to rotate in the clockwise direction, you have to pass 1 into P0.11 and you have to pass 0 into the P0.8. Now, if you want to make the motor to then you have to pass 0 into both the ports. And if you want to make the motor to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction, then you have to make 0 to P0.11 and 1 to P0.8. So if you are clear with this table, then it is very easy to write the program. Okay. So going to the main program. So I'm first using the two user-defined functions, that is clockwise and anti-clockwise, and in the brackets I'm writing it as void because there is no return value from it. Okay, so unsigned int j is equals to 0. You can use this variable j, and you can use this variable j in both the functions as well as in the main program, because it is a global declaration. Next, you are making pin select 0 is equals to 0. Actually, we are interested to make only P0.11 and P0.8. So in order to make ourselves, in order to make the work easy, I'm making all the ports as zeros. I mean all the ports to work as general purpose input output. There is no harm, right? Anyway, we are using only P0.8 and P0.11. If I'm making P0.1 and P0.2, P0.3 as also a general purpose, there is no harm. So that's passing it as zeros. Then IO direction is equals to 900 I'm giving, because you have to make those ports, that is P0.8 and P0.11. You have to make both the ports has to work as a output port, because the the microcontroller is controlling the DC motor and the DC motor is not controlling the microcontroller. Okay. Next, coming to the main program, you are directing to do while loop. So that's why I've written. And first you are calling the function. Then you are creating a small delay, and again you are calling that anti-clockwise. You are creating the small delay. Okay. So this is the main program. Coming function, first clearing means that taking them in an off position, then you have a small delay, and again you setting means that you are putting the 11th bit 11th as high, 8th bit as low. That's why keep it as 800. Then coming to the anti-clockwise logic, you are making in a half pole delay, have to the 11th low and to I, so I am passing. And LR is also given. Analyze if you have any doubts. Request all friends to analyze now itself. If you are taking this to the next level, if you are studying later, then you will really again I will be explaining the step. Okay, explain the step after today. Afterwards, I have to go college and the permits and if the are there, then I will take step further today itself. Always make itself. I make the class evening time. Please let us complete. It will be easy for you to study. If there is more time for you, only you will be able to study. Alright. So let me finish off all the explanation. Anyway, the hard implementations are already sent. The main logic and the program and the hardware it just take 5 minutes because the hardware can proceed same for all programs. It just we finish it off with 8 to 10 minutes all the programs. Okay, the logic writing the program very important. So try to understand the thank you for attending the section. You can leave now.
Thank you, sir.